Hey champs of Examsnet, welcome to the question series of Examsnet. Students, you must have explored our website, that is www.examsnet.com. This site is a great place for you to practice your entrance exam question papers because here you will find so many entrance exam question papers along with their detailed PDF solutions, and you must download our app. The link is available in the description box for better preparation of your exam. So today students, we will be solving JEE Main 2024 question paper of 27th Jan shift 2 question paper. Okay, in this particular video I'll be solving the physics part of the paper. So here we go, starting with the first question of the question series, that is question number 31 of the physics part. This question says that the equation of state of a real gas is given by P plus A over V square V minus B equals to RT, where P, V, and T are pressure, volume, and temperature respectively, and R is a universal gas constant. The dimensions of A over B square is similar to that of, we have to find the dimension of A over B square. So from this P plus A over V square, whatever be the dimension of A, it will be equals to a dimension of A over V square. So whatever be the dimension of P, it will be equals to dimension of A over V square. So dimension of A is equals to P into dimension of V square. Okay. And from V minus B, whatever be the dimension of B, it will equals to the dimension of V. So we have to find A over B square, means A over B square. So dimension of A is P into V square over B square means V square. So V square cancels out each other. So dimension of A over B square is equals to dimension of P. Okay. So our correct answer is option B, that is A over B square equals to P. Now our next question, question number 32. This question says that Wheatstone bridge principle is used to measure the specific resistance S1 of given wire having length L and radius R. If X is the resistance of wire, then a specific resistance is X1 equals to X pi R square over L. If the length of the wire gets double, then we have to find the value of specific resistance. So student, this question is from the chapter of current electricity. So this question says that when the lengths get doubled, we have to find a specific resistance. Since we know that rho is equals to RA over L, okay? But this specific resistivity, this is a material property. It does not depends upon the length of the wire. It is a material property. It does not depends upon the length of the wire. It depends on the temperature of the wire. So whenever temperature increases or decreases, there will be a change in the resistance, specific resistance, but it does not depends upon the length of the wire. So if the length become double or it's get half, it does not affect the specific resistance. The specific resistance remains same as the previous one. So now, after changing length, it does not affect specific resistance. It will be the previous one. Rho is equals to S1. So our correct answer is D, S1. Now, question number 33. This question says that given below are two statements. The first one is labeled as assertion and the second one is labeled as reason. Assertion A says that the angular speed of the moon in its orbit around the earth is more than that the angular speed of the earth in its orbit about the sun. And the reason given for this is that the moon takes less time to move around the earth than the time taken by the earth to move around the sun. So student, this question is from the chapter of atomic nuclei. According to these two statesmen, we know that the angular speed omega equals to 2 pi by t, means the angular speed is inversely proportional to temperature. And we know that the earth completes its one rotation around the sun in 365 days. Means for sun, the time taken by the earth will be 1 over 365 days, and the moon complete its one rotation around the earth in what, 27 days. Okay, in 27 days. Means omega for earth driven by the moon is 27 days. So the angular frequency for the moon will be greater than that for the earth, which revolves around the sun. So the statement 1 is also correct, and the state reason given for this is also correct. So the correct option is option B, that is both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. Now next question, question number 34. This question says that given below are two statement are statement 1 says that the limiting force of static friction depends upon the area of contact and independent of material. And statement 2 says that the limiting force of kinetic friction is independent of the area of contact and depends on the material. So student, this question is from the chapter of oscillations and waves because it is asking about the friction. Okay, we know that the static friction is independent of the area of contact. It does not depends upon the area of contact. So the statement 1 is incorrect, and the second statement is the limiting force of kinetic friction is independent of the area, since coefficient of friction depends on the surface in contact. So it depends upon the material of the object, does not depend upon the area. So so the statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. So our correct option is option B, that is statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Now moving towards our next question, question number 35. In this question we are given a circuit diagram and we have to find the correct truth table for the given circuit diagram. So this question is from the chapter of electronic devices. Let us understand this circuit diagram. Okay. Now here is the two inputs A and B. This is NOT gate. This is NOT gate. So here will be A and here will be A bar since it is passing through a NOT gate. This is B and here it is a NOT gate. So this will be B bar and this is a OR gate. The Y is an OR passing through the OR gate. So Y will be equals to AB bar plus A bar B. And we know that this A B bar and B A bar B makes a XOR gate. Okay, so why the input is a XOR gate, and we know the truth table for the XOR gate is as A, B, these are two inputs and this is the output. When 0, 0 is there, we get, when there is 0, 0, we get 0. When there is 0 and 1, we get 1. When there is 1, 0, we get 1. And when there is 1, 1, we get 1. So we get 0. Sorry. When there is 1, 1, we get 0. So this is the truth table for the XOR gate. So our correct answer is option B. That is 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 0. Okay. Now, next question, question number 36. This question says that a current of 200 microampere deflects the coil of a moving coil galvanometer through 60 degree. The current to cause deflection through pi by 10 radian is. So this question is from the chapter of current electricity. Okay. According to this question, we have to find the current to cause the deflection of about pi by 10 radians. So student, this is a very direct formula based question, and the formula for this is that the current that is moving through a galvanometer, it's always directly proportional to theta. Theta is what? Angle of deflection. This is a directly formula based question. Okay, just apply the formula and we will get our desired answer. The current is directly proportional to theta, so I2 over I1 will be equals to what? Theta 2 over theta 1. And I2 current is, we have to find the I2 current, and I1 current is given as 200 microampere. And theta 2 is what? Pi by 10. And theta 1 is what? 60 degree means pi by 3. So I2 will be equals to this pi cancels out each other. This will be equals to 3 by 10 into 200 microampere. So the answer is 60 microampere. Okay. So the correct option is option C, that is 60 microampere. Now next question, question number 37. This question says that the atomic mass of 6012 is 12 U and that of 6013 is 13.00335 U. The required energy to remove a neutron from 6013, its mass of, if mass of neutron is given 1.008665 U, we have to find the energy required to remove a neutron from 6013. So this question is from the chapter of atomic and nuclei. Let us understand this question as there is 6C12 plus 1 neutron. Okay, the 6C12 when combines with 1 neutron, it makes 6C13 plus some energy is released. Okay, we have to find this energy. So this energy will be equals to mass defect delta M into 931.5 mega electron volt. We have to find the answer is in mega electron volt na. So we will multiply the mass defect by 931.5 mega electron volt. So it will be delta M, mass defect will be equals to what? Mass of this minus mass of this. Okay, means what 13.003354 minus mass of this 12.000000 plus mass of one neutron is what? 1.008665. Now solving it, we get delta M is equals to 0.00531. Now multiplying this delta M with 931 mega electron volt, we will get our desired answer. So energy will be equals to 0.00531 into 931.5, we will get 4.95 mega electron volt. So our correct answer is option C, that is 4.95 mega electron volt. Now next question, question number 38. This question says that a ball suspended by a thread swings in a vertical plane so that its magnitude of acceleration in the extreme position and lowest position are equal. We have to find the angle of thread deflection in the extreme position will be, we have to find the angle. So this question is from the chapter of oscillations and wave. Let us understand this question as, let us say there is a thread, and one ball is suspended through this thread. Okay, it is doing two and fourth motion. It is the lowest position of the ball. When it is doing motion, its extreme position will be, let us say this. Okay, this is the extreme position of the ball. Now, according to question, the acceleration in the extreme position and the lowest position are equal. Means here this acceleration at extreme position is equal to the acceleration at the lowest position. Okay. Acceleration at extreme position is equals to acceleration at lowest position. Now we know that the acceleration contributes to two parts. What is tangential and second one is normal acceleration. Okay. When the ball goes to at extreme position means at this time v will be equals to 0. So here will be only tangential acceleration, not the normal acceleration. So at extreme position, the tangential acceleration will be equals to g sine theta. Okay. And when it is at its normal lowest position, at this time, the tangent, there will be no tangential part, there will be velocity. So here only normal acceleration. So normal acceleration will be equals to, due to the centripetal, v square by L. So since a at extreme position is equals to a at lowest position, so for this v square over L will be equals to g sine theta. This is equation 1. Okay. Now to solve this, we have to find the value of v square L. Okay. Since we know that whenever a ball moves in 2 and 4th motion, means whenever it does a simple harmonic motion, for this the potential is measured as suppose the length of this string is L. So this will be equals to L 1 minus cos theta. Okay. So for this, the loss in kinetic energy equals to the gain in potential energy. Okay. So loss in kinetic energy means half mv square is equals to gain in potential energy means mg L 1 minus cos theta. So this cancels out each other. So v square over L is equals to 2g 1 minus cos theta. Okay. And since we know that cos 2 theta is equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So from this we can write cos theta is equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta by 2. So 1 minus cos theta will be equals to 2 sine square theta by 2. Okay, 1 minus cos theta equals to 2 sine square theta by 2. So put this value here. So we get v square over L equals to 2g into 2 sine square theta by 2. Got it? Now put this value of v square L from equation second in equation 1. In equation 1, so we get 2g into 2 sine square theta by 2 is equals to what? G sine theta. Okay, this g cancels out each other and we can write sine theta as what? 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Okay, so this 2 cancels out each other. So we get 2 sine square theta by 2 is equals to sine theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. This power cancels this sine theta by 2. So we get tan theta by 2 equals to 1 by 2. So we get theta is equals to 2 tan inverse 1 by 2. So our correct answer is theta is equals to 2 tan inverse 1 by 2. So the correct option is option B. That is the angle of the thread deflection is 2 tan inverse 1 by 2. Now question number 39. This question says that there are 3 voltmeters all having different internal resistances. They are joined as shown in the figure. When some potential difference is applied across A and B, their readings are V1, V2 and V3. Choose the correct option. So from this, we know that this is from the chapter of current electricity. So solving this question as since the resistance along the 3 voltmeter are different. Okay, so using KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, from Kirchhoff's voltage law, V1 plus V2 minus V3 is equals to 0. Applying Kirchhoff voltage law, V1 plus V2 plus, sorry, minus V3 will be equals to 0. So V1 plus V2 will be equals to V3. Simple. This is a very simple question. So the correct option is option D, that is V1 plus V2 equals to V3. Okay. Now question number 40. This question says that the total kinetic energy of 1 mole of oxygen 27 degrees Celsius is, we have to find the total kinetic energies. This question is from the chapter of kinetic theory of gases. Okay. This question is from the chapter of kinetic theory of gases. According to this question, we have to find the kinetic energy. We know that the direct formula for kinetic energy is FR and T by 2. Student, this question is also based on direct formula. So you can see many questions are directly formula based questions. So you can score a very good marks in such type of entrance exam. Okay. So kinetic energy equals to FR and T by 2. Since oxygen is a diatomic molecule, so we write F is at 5. So kinetic energy will be equals to 5 into R. R is given as 831 into N. N is 1 mole. So 1 into temperature. Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, mean 27 plus 273. It is 300 Kelvin over 2. So solving it, we get kinetic energy is as 6232.5 joules. So the correct answer is Option C, 6232.5 Joule. Hey, Jams, moving toward our next question number 41. This question says that given below are two statements, one is labeled as assertion A and the other is labeled as reason R. So assertion A is in vernier caliper, if positive zero error exists, then while taking measurements, the reading will be more than the actual reading. And the reason for this is given that the zero error in vernier caliper might have happened due to manufacturing defect or due to rough handling. So students, in vernier caliper, whenever a zero error exists, okay, whenever a zero error exists, we have to subtract the zero error from the final reading, okay. Whatever be the final reading, to find the actual reading, we have to subtract the zero error from the final reading so that we will get our actual reading answer, okay. So for this, and this zero reading, sometimes the zero error exists, the zero error correct, because sometimes we have not set our vernier caliper more accurately, or we have taken the rough handling, or the manufacture of the vernier caliper is not correct. So the reason for this, that is given, the zero error in vernier caliper might have happened due to manufacturing defect or due to handling, rough handling. So this is the correct statement. And the zero error exists, the positive zero exists when while taking measurement, the reading taken will be more than the actual reading. So after subtracting zero reading, zero error from the final reading, we get the actual reading. So this means that the final reading is always more than the actual reading. So these two statements are correct. So our correct answer is option A. Both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. Okay. Now, next question, question number 42. This question says that the primary side of a transformer is connected to 200 volt 50 hertz. The turns ratio of primary to secondary winding is 10:1. The load resistance connected to secondary side is 40 ohm. The power consumed in it is, we have to find the power consumed in this. So this question is from the chapter of current electricity. So in this question is based directly on the formula, for finding the number of turns, or to finding the power consumed. Let us first draw the formula as the number of turns in primary coils to the number of turns in secondary coil equals to the potential in the final coil to the potential in primary. Oh, primary to secondary, okay. Yeah, means number of turns in the primary coil to the number of turns in the secondary coil is equals to potential voltage in the primary coil to that of the potential in the secondary coil. Okay, so primary side transformer connected 200 volt. The primary voltage is 230 volt, and we have to find the Vs, and it is equals to NP ratio Ns, means number of turns in primary coil to secondary coil, and this ratio is given as 10:1. Those voltage of the secondary coil is equals to 230 divided by 10. It is equals to 23 volt. Okay, now we know that the power formula, power is equals to what? V square over R. So it will be equals to 23 square over R. R is given as what? 46 ohm. Over 46 ohm. So it will be equals to 23 into 23 divided by 46. 23 into 2. So 23 divided by 2. It will be equals to 11.5 watt. So power is equals to 11.5 watt. So the correct answer is option C, 11.5 watt. Now, next question, question number 43. This question says that during an adiabatic process, the pressure of a gas is found to be proportional to cube of its absolute temperature. We have to find the ratio of Cp by Cv for the gas. So this question is from the chapter of kinetic theory of gases. Kinetic theory of gases. So according to this question, we have to find the ratio of Cp by Cv. Students, this Cp by Cp is basically what? Gamma. Gamma is the adiabatic ratio. Adiabatic ratio means, it means that the specific heat at constant pressure to specific heat at constant volume. ठीक है? Adiabatic ratio. Okay. And it is given that for an adiabatic process, the pressure is found to be proportional to cube of its absolute temperature, means P is found to be directly proportional to T cube. Since we know that for an adiabatic process, PV gamma equals to constant, means if we succeed to find this value of gamma, so we will find the value of Cp by Cv. So P is directly proportional to T cube, means from the ideal equation PV equals to nRT. Okay, so T will be equals to PV over nR. So from this P will be directly proportional to PV over nR cube. Okay, so P is directly proportional to P cube over V cube over nR cube. So P, so constant will be so constant is P square V cube. Na, P square V cube is equals to constant. So from this we write P V3 by 2 equals to constant. So P, comparing it with PV gamma equals to constant, we get gamma is what? 3 by 2. So Cp by Cv. And we know that gamma is equals to Cp by Cv. So Cp by Cv is what? 3 by 2. So our correct answer is option B, that is 3 by 2. Now next question, question number 44. The threshold frequency of a metal with work function 6.63 volt is, we have to find the threshold frequency. As students, we know that from the equation of photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect means whenever a photon are incident on a metal surface, the electrons are ejecting from it. So the equation for this photoelectric effect, it was the final kinetic energy is equals EV naught equals to H into Fi minus work function. This work function phi, we are given the work function 6.63 electron volt, and we know that this work function equals to H into mu frequency. So frequency equals to phi over H, where H is the Planck's constant. So phi is given as 6.63 electron volt. 6.63 electron volt, and Planck's constant value is 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 34. Okay. Minus it is equals to 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 34, and it is electron volt. Converting this electron volt into joule, so we will get 6.63 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule over 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 34. 6.60 cancels out, so we will be, frequency will be equals to, nu will be equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 plus 34. So it will be equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power 15 hertz. Okay, so our correct answer is nu is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power 15 hertz. That is option D. Now, next question, question number 45. This question says that given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion A, and the second is labeled as reason R. So assertion A is given that the property of body by virtue of which it tends to regain its original shape when the external force is removed is called elasticity. And reason for this is given that the restoring force depend upon the bonded interatomic and intermolecular force of solid. So this question is directly based on the theory part, and this is from the properties of solids and liquid. Properties of solids and liquid, and this is directly based on the theory part. We know that what is elasticity. Elasticity means whenever we remove the deforming force, whenever we remove the intermolecular force of the solid, the body regains to its original shape. This is what we call elasticity, na? So this is the correct reason for A, and reason A is the correct statement. So our correct answer is option C, that is both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Now, next question, question number 46. This question says that when a Polaroid sheet is rotated between two crossed Polaroids, then the transmitted light intensity will be maximum for a rotation of, we have to find the what angle, okay? So this is from the directly Malus law. So student, questions are also coming from the Malus law, okay? This is directly from Malus law. According to this there are three Polaroids, okay? 1, 2, and 3. We are given with three Polaroids, and the light intensity coming from the third Polaroid is maximum, means the third Polaroid will be at the 90 degree of the first Polaroid. Okay, if the intensity is maximum from the third Polaroid, it means it will be at the 90 degree from the first Polaroid. So we know the formula of the intensity coming out from the Polaroid from the Malus law. I is equals to I naught cos square theta. Okay, when the light intensity is passing through the first Polaroid, at that time I will become I naught by 2. Okay, when it comes from the second Polaroid, it becomes I will be equals to this I naught by 2 cos square theta. For the second Polaroid, the I will be I naught by 2 cos square theta, and when it is coming from the third Polaroid, the I will be equals to from the first Polaroid, from the second Polaroid, and for the third it will be equals to I naught by 2 cos square theta into cos square 90 minus theta. Okay, cos square 90 minus theta. Since for maximum intensity, we have to find this angle, na? So this angle will be this 90 minus theta, okay? This angle will be 90 minus theta. So we get I will be equals to I naught by 2 cos square theta into cos square 90 minus theta, means sin square theta. So we will get I equals to I naught by 2 multiplying numerator and denominator by 4. 4 sin square theta into sin cos square theta. So we will get what? I equals to I naught by 8 2 sin theta cos theta whole square. Na? So we will get I naught by 2 sin square 2 theta. The max intensity coming out from the third Polaroid. So we have to find the angle. So this will be maximum when sine 2 theta will be maximum. Okay, as it is saying ki the light intensity coming out from the third Polaroid is maximum. So this light intensity coming out from the third Polaroid, it will be maximum when this sine square 2 theta will be maximum. So sine 2 theta will be maximum when it is equals to 1. So 2 theta will be equals to 90 degree. Means I3 will be equals to I naught by 2 into 90 to 45 degree. Means it means that the second Polaroid, which is situated between these two Polarides, it should be at the angle of 45 degree. The angle should be 45 degree, because it is asking now when a Polaroid sheet is rotated between two cross Polarides, then the transmitted light intensity will be maximum. It will be maximum when this theta angle will be 45 degrees. So the correct answer is option D, that is 45 degree. Okay, now next question, question number 47. This question says that an object is placed in a medium of refractive index 3. An electromagnetic wave of intensity 6 into 10 to the power 8 watt per meter square falls normally on the object and it is absorbed completely. The radiation pressure on the object would be, we have to find the radiation pressure. So this is from the chapter of electromagnetic waves. So students, according to this question, we have to find the radiation pressure. Okay. So radiation pressure P is equals to I by C. Okay. It is equals to intensity over C, speed of light. And here we are given with refractive index also. So it will be equals to C over mu. So P will be equals to, pressure will be equals to I mu over C. Since it is saying that it is absorbed completely. If the question is asked about the reflection completely, so we, for that, we will use the formula 2I over C upon mu. Okay. This is for the absorption, and this is if it is asked about the reflection, so we will use 2I over C by mu. Since we are using here the formula P equals to I mu over C, now putting the values, I is 6 into 10 to the power 8, mu is 3, and C is 3 into 10 to the power 8. I is what? 6 into 10 to the power 8 into mu is 3, 3 into 10 to the power 8. So radiation pressure will be equals to 6 Newton per meter square. Okay, so our answer is 6 Newton plus per meter square, option C. Now next question, question number 48. Given below are two statements, assertion A and reason R. Assertion A is work done by an electric field on moving a positive charge on an equipotential surface is always zero. So student, this statement is very true. Since, why is it true? Because for an equipotential surface, as the name suggests, equipotential surface means the potential is same at all the surface. V is same. V is same means delta V is zero. Delta V is zero means the work done by the electric field will be zero. Okay. Now, second reason given for this is that the electric lines of force are always perpendicular to equipotential surface. Since work done equals to Q delta V, na, since if delta V is 0, then work done will be equals to 0. And from the second statement, electric lines of forces are always perpendicular to equipotential surfaces. Let us say this is equipotential surfaces and these are electric fields. Okay, normally outwards. If the force is acting in this direction and displacement is in this direction, okay, force is this and displacement is this, so this will be 90 degrees, so we will get work done equals to 0. So work done is equals to 0 means the electric field lines are always perpendicular, na, are always perpendicular to equipotential surfaces. When the electric field lines are perpendicular to equipotential surfaces, then only we will get force in this direction, displacement in this direction. So F dot ds will be equals to 0. The work done will be 0. It means the first statement is correct and the reason for this statement is also correct. So our correct answer is option D. That is, both A and R are correct and R is the correct explanation of A.
So, student, the next question is 49. A heavy iron bar of weight 12 kg having its one end on the ground and other end on the shoulder of a man. The rod makes an angle 60 degree with the horizontal. The weight experienced by the man is. So, this question is from the chapter of rotational motion. Rotational motion. Let us try to understand this question by a diagram. So according to this, this is the shoulder of a man and a heavy iron bar. It is its one end is on the shoulder of a man and its another end is on the ground. Okay. The whole length of this rod is L. Let us say N1 normal force is acting in this direction due to the shoulder of a man and N2 normal force is acting due to the ground in this direction. This is the frictional force F. Okay. Now this is the center of this rod and a force mg is acting in a downward direction. Now let us say this is point P. Due to this point P, the torque tau, net torque at point P is equals to 0 because this normal force N2 and this frictional force balance out each other. So this torque tau at point P is 0. And according to question, the rod makes an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal. So this angle is what? 60 degree. Since this is 60 degree, so the component of this mg force in this direction will be mg cos 60 degree. Okay, so the torque due to this normal force N1 and due to this force in downward direction will balance out each other. So torque at point N1 into, since the whole length is L, equals to mg cos 60 into what? L by 2. This is mg is the center of this rod. So the distance from this point to this point is what? L by 2 into L by 2. Okay, so it will be equals to N1 into L equals to mg cos 60 into L by 2. This L cancels out each other. So N1 will be equals to M. M is given as 12 kg into G, gravity is 10. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So N1 will be equals to 4 into 3, 12. So 3 into 10. So torque at point N1, force will be 30 Newton. Since the force is 30 Newton, so the weight experienced by this man will be 3 kg. So the correct option is option C, that is 3 kg. So students, our next question is question 50. A bullet is fired into a fixed target, loses one third of its velocity after traveling 4 centimeter. It penetrates further d into 10 to the power minus 3 meter before coming to rest. The value of d, we have to find the value of this d. So this question is from the chapter of laws of motion. According to this question, let us say there is a fixed target, okay, and a bullet is fired from here. Let us say it is starting with a velocity of v. After traveling a distance of 4 centimeter, it loses its one third of its velocity. Now, let us say this is point A, this is point B. So at point B, its velocity will be v minus v by 3 equals to 2v by 3. So at point B, its velocity will be 2v by 3 and it penetrates further d into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Let us say it penetrates to point C and traveling a distance of d into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. At point C, it comes to rest, means at point C, its velocity is 0. So for point A and B, for point A and B, using laws of motion, since v square minus u square equals to 2s and it is going inside a fixed target, so it means it is doing retardation, okay? Not acceleration, it is having retardation, okay? So v square means at point B, v is what? 2v over 3 whole square minus of equals to u square means v square plus 2 into A. A is negative retardation into S. S is what? 4 centimeter means 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay. Now solving it, we get 4v square over 9 is equals to v square minus 2. 2 into 4, 8. A into 10 to the power minus 2. So we get 4v square over 9 minus v square equals to minus of 8a into 10 to the power minus 2. So solving it, we get minus 5v square over 9 is equals to minus 2a. Let us say we write it as 4 into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay. So let us say this is our first equation, okay? Now from point B to C, from point B to C distance is this and initial velocity is this and final velocity is 0. So again using third equation of motion, that is v square equals to u square plus 2as means 0 equals to 2u over 3, 2v over 3 whole square plus 2 minus a into s. Let us say it is x. Okay. Now this will become minus 4v square over 9 equals to minus 2ax. This is equation second. Now dividing equation 1 by second, so we get minus 5v square over 9 is equals to minus 2a. 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 over minus 4v square over 9 equals to minus 2ax. Minus cancels out each other. V square cancels out each other. 9 cancel. 2a cancel. Okay. So we get 5 over 4 equals to 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 over x. Okay. So this is x will be equals to 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 4 over 5. Okay. Now this x is what? D into 10 to the power minus 3. So it will be equals to 16 into 10 to the power minus 2 over 5. So it will be equals to 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So it will be equals to 32 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter x. And x is what? D into 10 to the power minus 3. So comparing these two, we get D is equals to 32. So our final answer is D equals to 32 meter. So D equals to 32, okay?
So the next question is 51. According to this question, the magnetic field at the center of a wire loop formed by two semicircular wires of radii R1 equals to 2 pi m and R2 equals to 4 pi m, carrying current I equals to 4 ampere. So, and it is given as alpha into 10 to the power minus 7 Tesla magnetic field. We have to find the value of alpha. So this question is from the chapter of magnetic effects of current and magnetism. Current and magnetism. So according to this question, there are two semicircular wires. Let us say this is R1 and this is R2. So we have to find the magnetic field, okay, at the center of the wire. So since in this semicircular loop, the current is, let us say the current is flowing in this direction, anti-clockwise direction. So the current due to these two semicircular wires will be, since in both the cases, both R1 and R2, the magnetic field is into the field. The magnetic field is in inward direction. So according to this, the magnetic field for R1 will be equals to mu naught I upon 4R1, and for R2 it will be equals to mu naught I upon 4R2. Okay. So now using these equations, let us say my current is in this direction I. So magnetic field, net magnetic field will be equals to mu naught I over 4R1 plus mu naught I over 4R2. Okay. Now taking mu naught I over 4 common. So it will be equals to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. Now it will be equals to mu naught I over 4, 1 over R1. R1 is what? 2 pi m plus 1 over R2. R2 is what? 4 pi m. So it will be equals to mu naught I over 4 into pi into m, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. So it will be equals to mu naught I over pi m into 4, 4, 2 plus 1. So it will be equals to mu naught I over pi m into 4 into 3 by 4. Okay. And mu naught is equals to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. 10 to the power minus 7 into I over pi m into 4 into 3 by 4. So 4 cancels, pi cancels out each other. So it will be equals to I into 10 to the power minus 7 over m into 3 by 4. Now current is given as 4 ampere. So 4 into 10 to the power minus 7 into 3 over 4 into m. M is what? Into m. Okay, we will have to find in the form of m na. Okay. R1 equals to 2 pi m. M is taken as 1. Okay. So take m as 1. So it will be equals to 3 into 10 to the power minus 7. So comparing it with the given equation alpha into 10 to the power minus 7. So alpha is equals to 3. So the value of alpha here is equals to 3. Okay. Now next question, question 52. Two charges of minus 4 microcoulomb and plus 4 microcoulomb are placed at the points A 104 and B 2 minus 15 located in an electric field. E is given as 0.2 iota volt per centimeter. The magnitude of the torque acting on the dipole. We have to find the torque acting of the dipole is given as this. We have to find the value of alpha. Okay. So this question is from the chapter of electrostatics. Electrostatics. So according to this, there is a dipole. We know that the dipole moment is equals to charge into length between them. 2ql na dipole moment is given by 2ql means charge into distance between the dipole, that is 2l. Okay, so dipole moment p equals to 2ql and the direction of dipole moment is always taken from negative to positive. Okay, so this distance will be equals to as from negative to positive means from B to A. Okay, sorry, from A to B, negative to positive. Now means we have to subtract A from B. So 2i minus 2 iota minus j plus 5k minus iota plus 0 j plus 4k. So it will be equals to iota minus of j plus of k. Okay. So P will be equals to Q into this iota minus J plus K. So torque tau will be equals to P cross E. So P is what? 2 iota minus J plus K and P is and Q is given as charge is given as 4 microcoulomb. So 4 microcoulomb means 10 to the power minus 6 into I minus J plus K into cross E. E is given as 0.20 iota. 0.20 iota volt per centimeter. Okay. Convert this per centimeter into meter means 10 into 100. So it will be equals to 0.20 into 100. It will be 80 into 10 to the power minus 6 into now cross product. I cross J, K, J cross J 0 plus K cross J means iota. So it will be equals to, sorry, it is I na. So I cross I will be equals to 0 minus J cross I. Minus J cross I means K and K cross I means J. Now taking its magnitude, we get 80 into 10 to the power minus 6 into J plus K. Now if we take its magnitude, this will be equals to minus 5 into root 2. So comparing it with the given equation, 8 root alpha into 10 to the power 5 means 8 root 2 into 10 to the power minus 5, comparing it with 8 root alpha into 10 to the power minus 5. So the value of alpha will be 2. Okay. Now next question 53. This question says that a closed organ pipe 150 centimeter long gives 7 beats per second with an organ pipe of length 350 centimeter, both vibrating in fundamental mode. The velocity of sound. We have to find the velocity of sound. So this question is from the chapter of oscillations and waves. Okay. Oscillations and waves. So there is a closed organ pipe and an open organ pipe. So closed organ pipe is like this. And there is an open organ pipe. The open organ pipe is like this. Okay. According to the question, this is 150 centimeter long and this is 350 centimeter long. Okay. And it gives 7 beats per second, means the difference between them is Suppose for closed and for open, the difference between them is 7. So for closed, the fundamental frequency for closed is given as V over 4L, and for open it is given as V over 2L. Okay. Now the difference between them is 7. Now equating this, we get V over 4 into L. L is what? 150 for closed. Okay. And this is V over 2 into L is 350. Okay. And we have to find the velocity of sound. So this will be equals to V over 0, 54 into 24, 600. Okay. And this is V over 700. Now subtracting Fc minus F naught means subtracting Fc minus F naught. So Fc minus F naught is given as 7. So V over 600 minus V over 700 is equals to 7. Okay. Now converting them in meter to V over 6 minus V over 7 equals to 7. So solving it, we get V 1 over 42 equals to 7. Therefore, V is equals to 7 into 42 equals to 294 meter per second. So our answer is V equals to speed, sound speed is 294 meter per second. 294 meter per second. Now next question 54. This question says that a body falling under gravity covers two point A and B separated by 80 meter in 2 seconds. The distance of upper point A from the starting point is, okay, we have to find the distance. So this question is from the chapter of gravitation. Now this question states that there is a body, okay, it is falling under gravity, covers 2 point A and B point. Okay, the distance between A and B is 80 meter and the time taken here is 2 seconds. So let us say this point is C. We have to find that this point is C. We have to find the distance between C, A. Okay. So according to laws of motion, using laws of motions, S equals to is what? Ut plus half at square. Since we are taking the downward direction fall, so all the things will be taken as positive. Okay. So S equals to Ut plus half at square. S is what? 80. Let us say U80. Okay. UA is given as, at first it is falling under gravity. So at point C, U is equals to 0. Okay. And this is UA. Okay, now UA, we don't know UA, okay, into T. T is what? 2 seconds plus half AT square. GT square means G is 10 into T square. 2 square 4. So 80, it will be equal to 2 UA 5 into 4 20. So it will be equals to 80 minus 20 60 equals to 2 UA. This implies that UA means the speed, means the velocity at point A is 30 meter per second. Okay. Now we have to find the distance between them. We know we know the speed at C, means we know UC equals to 0 and UA is 30 meter per second. So now we have to find CA distance. So using third law of motion, that is V square equals to U square plus 2AS, means S is the distance. So V is what? 30 square equals to U square is 0 plus 2 into A is 10 into S. Okay. So 30 square 900 equals to 20s. So this implies as S will be equals to 900 over 20, that is 45. So the distance between point C and point A is 45 meter. Okay, this is 45 meter. Now next question, question 55. The reading of a pressure meter attached with a closed pipe is 4.5 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per meter square. On opening the well, the water starts flowing and reading of pressure meter falls to this. Okay, the velocity of water is found to be. We have to find the velocity of the water. Okay, according to this question, initial pressure is given as P1 is given as what? 4.5 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per meter square. And final pressure, when the pressure reduces to 2.0 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, and we have to find the velocity of water. So the change in pressure, it will be equals to half into rho into v square. This is a direct formula for change in pressure. The change in pressure is what? 4.5 into 10 to the power 4 minus 2.0 into 10 to the power 4. It will be equals to half, and density is taken as 10 to the power 3 for water na, and v square. We have to find this velocity v square. So now solving it, taking 10 to the power 4 common, 4.5 minus 2.0, it will be equals to 10 to the power 3 over 2 into v square. So it will be equals to 10 to the power 4.5, 2.5 into 2 over 10 to the power 3 equals to v square. So this 10 to the power 4 minus 3 into 2.5 into 2 means 5 equals to v square. So v square equals to 5 into 10. So v square equals to under root of 50 means v equals to, so v is equals to under root of 50 means this v, capital V is equals to 50. Okay, this is our final answer. So the next question is, a ring and a solid sphere roll down the same inclined plane without slipping. They start from rest. The radii of both bodies are identical and the ratio of their kinetic energies is 7 over x. We have to find the value of x. So student, this question is from the chapter of laws of motion. According to this question, there is an inclined plane and a ring and a solid sphere is rolling down the inclined plane, okay, without slipping. So in this question, in pure rolling case, without slipping, na, so in pure rolling case, the work done by the friction is always zero. Okay, we have to understand that in case of a pure rolling, in pure rolling case, the work done by the friction is always zero. So hence the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Okay, potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Since initially the ring and the sphere have same potential energy, so their final kinetic energy will be same too. So the ratio of kinetic energies will be equals to 1. It means 7 by x equals to 1. This means that x is equals to 7. So the correct answer is x is equals to 7 since their ratio is 1. Okay. Now next question 57. A parallel beam of monochromatic light of wavelength 5000 angstrom is incident normally on a single narrow slit of width 0.001 millimeter. The light is focused by convex lens on increased screen placed on its focal length plane. The first minima will be formed by the angle of diffraction. We have to find the condition for the first minima. So this question is from the chapter of wave optics. So in case of minima, we know the condition. This is directly formula based question. For first minima, we know that A sine theta is equals to lambda. We have to find the angle, means sine theta equals to lambda by A. So theta is equals to sine inverse lambda by A. Okay, so it will be equals to 5000 into 10 to the power minus 10, since it is given in terms of angstrom over A. A is given as 0.001 millimeter means 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Okay, so it will be 1 by 2. So theta will be equals to sine inverse 1 by 2, and sine 1 by 2 means theta equals to 30 degrees. So our correct answer is theta equals to 30 degree. Okay, now next question 58. The electric potential at the surface of an atomic nucleus Z equals to 50 of radius 9 into 10 to the power minus 13 centimeter is, we have to find the electric potential. This question is from the chapter of atomic and nuclei physics. Okay, and it is asking about the electric potential. Okay, so the electric potential, we know that the potential, direct formula for potential is what? KQ over R, where Q is equals to Z atomic number into charge of electron over R. So it will be equals to K 9 into 10 to the power 9 into Z atomic number is given 20 into E charge is what? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb over R. R is given as 9 into 10 to the power minus 13 centimeter means 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So solving it, we get 8 into 10 to the power 6 volt means potential is 8 into 10 to the power 6 volt. Okay. Now next question 59. According to this question, if Rydberg's constant is R, the longest wavelength of radiation in Paschen series, it is asking about the Paschen series. Okay. So according to this, we know that in case of Paschen series means Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, bracket and P fund. This question is from the chapter of atomic nuclei physics, atomic and nuclei physics. So according to this, we have to find for Paschen series the longest wavelength. So the longest wavelength correspond to the next longest wavelength always correspond to the next term. Means if the Paschen starts from n equals to 3. So the longest will be from n equals to 3 to n equals to 4, okay, in terms of Paschen series. So 1 over lambda, we know the formula 1 over lambda is equals to R Z square 1 over 3 square minus 1 over 4 square. Here Z is equals to 1. So it will be equals to R 1 over 9 minus 1 over 16, okay. So 1 over lambda will be equals to R into 7 over 9 into 16. So lambda will be equals to 144 over 7 R. R is given as, acha, we have to find in terms of R, na? So comparing it with the given equation, alpha over 7R, alpha over 7R. So the value of alpha is 144, okay? Now next question 60. A series LCR circuit with L equals to 100 by pi millihenry and C equals to 10 to the power minus 3 over pi farad and R is 10 ohm is connected across an AC source of 220 volt and 50 hertz supply. The power factor, we have to find the power factor, okay? Since we know that the formula for power factor is given as cos phi is equals to R by Z, okay? So where R is the resistance and Z is the impedance, and this impedance is equals to what? Under root of R square plus XL minus XC ka whole square. Got it? This question is from the chapter of electromagnetic induction and alternating currents. Okay, alternating currents. So the power factor cos phi is equals to R over Z. R is a resistance, Z is the impedance, and this Z is equals to under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. And we know that XL equals to omega L and XC equals to 1 ohm over omega C. Okay. Now omega L, it will be equals to omega is what? 2 pi F to 2 pi into F 50 hertz into 100 over 10 L into millihenry na, to 10 to the power minus 3. So it will be equals to 10 ohm. And XC is equals to 1 over omega C. So 1 over omega 2 pi F, 2 pi into F is 50 hertz into C. C is what? 10 to the power minus 3 over pi. Okay. Now solving it, we get 10 ohm. So impedance Z will be equals to under root of R square plus 10 ohm minus 10 ohm whole square. So impedance is equals to what? R. So cos So power factor cos phi is equals to R over R, means cos phi is equals to 1. So power factor is equals to 1. So this is our final answer.